Hey everyone, welcome back to another video and podcast. So this is a very, very unique video that we're doing. We're down here in Galway and we're learning loads of new stuff. So I'm here with Linda, and Linda is helping Evaine and teaching Evaine some new stuff. So Linda, tell us what we're doing here today.
Well, we're actually working with the fleece of our sheep from the farm. So I hand washed this fleece here from the sheep that was shorn this year, and we're going to be turning it into bats and Rolags. And we're using the drum carder, and we have the hand carders here as well. So what Elaine is doing here is she's putting in the pieces of it is going to turn it into a bat. And what I'll do here now as well, I'm going to be making the Rolags. So from the drum carder, we get the bat, and from the hand carders, you get the Rolag. And originally, the hand carders would have been what would have been used originally, and then it was upgraded to the drum carder. Okay. So to use the hand carders, we're just going to nicely put this wool on here. And then from this we can do some spinning and we can do some fibre art as well. And it's a great use to use our wool.
Well, the wool's not worth anything at the moment, so it would be nice to get something back out of it.
And so Elaine, tell us what you think about the drum carder. Are you impressed?
I like it. It's fun. It's very fun.
And I got that drum carder from a fella in England. It's handmade and it's a classic carder. And then these hand carders I got from this is knit in the Ashford brand. So here I am just making sure that I don't fold over the wool and put it from side to side. Happy with it? This wool is nice and fluffy.
And this is kind of a traditional thing in Ireland though too, isn't it? It's not this is
An old craft.
old craft.
Yeah. All the old Aaron jumpers and everything would have been made, and it would have been the hand carders they would have had, not even the drum carders.
Yes.
So I'm just going to roll this up now to make a roll leg. And here we have our Rolag. Now I think Elaine now has done enough carding there. It's thick enough here now. So I can take it off and we'll end up with the bat. So first I'm going to use the doper. I'm just going to put it up there. Elaine, do you do knitting in school?
No, but my granny teaches me.
So you're going to get one of these for Christmas?
Maybe. Definitely thinking about it.
Yeah. And so as you can see now, it's nice and thick. And when we're taking it off, we're going the opposite direction. And any bits of wool that's left behind, we use a porcupine quill. This actually comes from the porcupine, so we can just lift it up there. And this is the hand carder, but you can also get the electric carder. And here we have, I'm just going to use the quill again just to take up some fibre that's left behind. You can use raw wool or the washed wool on this. If you don't have much time, you can use the raw wool, but it might make the drum carder a bit dirtier. And so here we have the bat made by Elaine.
That's a lot in that compared to what went into it.
Yeah, and then we have the Rolags there. And do you want to, Elaine, just show them how you started off originally? There
So
she is.
We get a bit, and then we make it a bit smaller. We put it in and get a bit more. We're going to put it in and we're going to roll it. And then it will come onto us. And then you keep on
And if there's any dirt on it underneath, then a little bit of dirt will pop out.
underneath here.
This is your audition for the late toy show.
And so Elaine, you've never seen one of these contraptions before.
Ever. Never.
No, I've never seen it. Never.
And what do you do with your wool then?
We load it up and bring it into Pierce's wool as soon as the sheep are short.
Yeah.
This year, I got enough to pay Evaine for her day's work back out of work.
Yeah, because the last few years now, we have a big loft, so I've just been holding onto the wool with big plans to do something with it. So then first I came across someone using the drum carder, and I got that. And then I got the spinning wheel, and it's only now the last few weeks I've been properly practicing how to use the spinning wheel.
Yeah.
And so it's actually not too difficult, but I find it easier to spin with the raw wool instead of the washed wool, because the raw wool has more grease and it's easier to stick together.
Yeah.
And then you can just wash it afterwards. And then here we have the spindle.
This would be more of a traditional piece too.
Let's see, now we'll just around here. And we could get our Rolag. Well, we usually would just sit down, which I'll show you now in a few minutes. So you just sit down in the chair to do it.
Yeah. That's all right. Will we go on to the next part?
Yeah, great. I'll get the chairs though. I like to sometimes work with the raw wool as well, because it's has a nice stick to it. Elaine, how are you getting on there now?
Great. It's fun.
Move on now. Will we try and take this one off? And sometimes the thicker the better, but this is a nice one again. We're just using that. Do you want to do it this time, Elaine? So just, yeah, you come this side. And just, yeah, push it up. Perfect. Push it up again. Yeah, lovely.
Doesn't look too easy.
So, yeah, there you are.
I think I have to use two.
It shows how strong the wool is. And then we're going to just push it back, and it's going in the opposite direction. Yeah, so you're just putting it back. Perfect. Push it back there. And then you can just use your porcupine quill if you want to take out some of that little bits that's there left behind. Just a few more there. Perfect, and we'll just like put the last piece out there. And then we find big piece of wool, and we'll use this now in our fibre art. So I'm here spinning on an Ashford traditional spinning wheel, and I'm using our ram's fleece. It's a raw fleece. I didn't wash it yet. I'll wash it after I finish spinning because I'm new to spinning. So I find working with the raw wool is easier for me.
And how long are you spinning?
Basically around 3 weeks. I've had the wheel now a good while, but I did an online lessons from a lovely lady in America, Youthful Fibre Mill. But I just wasn't clicking to me. And then I was talking to a lady in Roscommon, and she recommended to use the raw fleece, and it's actually been great and it's been working for me. So I'd recommend if you're starting spinning and it's not clicking, start off with the raw fleece because there's an extra kind of stick to it.
Yeah.
And our ram is a blue textile, and as you can see, it's very like a lovely speckledy look to it. It's going through there now.
But you've progressed well for 3
Yeah,
weeks.
I know. But basically, actually, only since 2 days ago, it kind of properly clicked in. Because I wanted to have some skills to show you when you came.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, but definitely I recommend using the raw. And so here is our blue textile rams fleece. As you can see, it has lovely colour to it. It nearly has a tweed look.
Yeah.
Because I have here on the Nishinadi, here, you can see it. That's just some I did yesterday. And it has that tweed, it's speckled, because the blue textile, it kind of starts off very dark as a ram.
Yep.
And as he ages, he lightens out. So his fleece is amazing. And then here is our, it's a Cheviot ram, and it was a Mayo mule sheep. So she has lovely, strong wool as well.
Yeah.
And this is just, that's on it. And this is some skeins that I was working on.
And what are these now?
These are the skeins, and these will turn into my balls of wool. But first, because this is raw, first I'm going to wash them and set them.
Yep.
And then turn them into the balls of wool, and then we can get with doing some knitting. So this is all from the farm here. This is our sheep. So it's going from the sheep to me to on your head, hopefully in a few weeks. What happened for the winter?
And with all this, have you a plan in mind as what you'd like to do?
Yeah, you know what? I'd like to at least, I'd love to learn how to knit a jumper and do the whole process here, from farm to the jumper.
Yeah.
So just to be as sustainable as possible.
Okay.
So, and so there'd be no, not much done to the environment through making the jumper. So,
yeah.
Because I've actually started as well a natural dyeing course.
Okay.
So I hope to use our wool, spin it, make the jumper, and then dye it. Now it might take me a long time, but at least I'll start off with the hat first. The hat won't be too bad.
Well, Don, you did say you didn't specify which winter you were doing,
yes, it'll be 10 years time now. Because I did have this spinning wheel for a good while.
Yeah.
But you just have to put the time into it.
Yes.
And that time was 3 weeks ago.
Well, when you knew we were coming down, it gave you an incentive.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. And can you just explain these two little instruments as well?
So this is a lazy Kate. And the lazy Kate, we'll join these two together to make a 2-ply.
Okay.
Because when it's on the spinning wheel with just one, it's called a 1-ply. But that might be, you could work with it, but it wouldn't be that strong. When you put them together, it's called a 2-ply, and it's stronger. And most people work with a 2-ply, but you can also have 4-ply wool.
Oh, okay.
And then this is the Nishinadi, and this is when you take it off here, you put it onto this, and then you'll get it into the skein. So this is just to to give it shape.
Yeah.
We put it into this.
Ah, very good. And it's really sounds like something that it's really traditional, but it's also something that you need practice with.
Yeah, but it's actually not as hard. I remember probably 10 years ago I seen this lady at some castle spinning on a spinning wheel. I thought it was pretty cool, but I thought it'd be impossible for me.
Yeah.
But then we had all the wool here, and so I first invested in the drum carder, which Elaine's working on down there.
Still working away.
Yeah, still working away. She's loving it. And then the spinning wheel. And the spinning wheel can be overwhelming when you're first starting it. You think you'd never get it.
Yeah.
But yesterday I finally got it. But you would start off really with learn how to, it's called threading. So I'll just take this off here. So the threading is just to first get used to just putting it around. This is even a difficult thing to start off with, You're threading away. And once you get that, then you would probably just work with a ball of wool, put it through there, and just practice putting it through. And then you move on. But one thing you need to learn as well is to draft. So the drafting is basically just stretching out the wool a bit.
Yes.
Making it thinner.
And it's kind of a thing that you need rhythm.
Yeah, rhythm.
It's not so much that you need if you're someone who's musically inclined.
Yeah.
That had a good rhythm, it would suit.
Yeah.
that sort of person.
And also, it's to take your time,
Yes.
And put the time into it as well. I have some of my naturally dyed fleeces, and so this is a cochineal, which is actually a type of beetle, And first
You don't do the kill the beetle yourself, though.
no, I don't know. And wool is actually pretty good for taking on the natural dyes, but I did use a mordant alum on it, then I used the cochineal. And it depends on how long you soak it, or how high the temperature, or the portion of it, of what colour you'd get. Because sometimes you can come out with a pink, or you could end up with a red or a lighter pink. And here then I used some madder. This kind of came out in orange, but another version of it came out more like a pinky red.
Yes.
So, because I'm doing a natural dyeing course with Apple Fibre Oaks, they're placed in Clare, and so I'm learning all the different steps. It's actually more complicated than what you think, but I'm definitely learning a lot from it.
You know, that part of it looks a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
But it's mad how you can make it. It sounds like that would be very hard to get two pieces the exact same.
Yeah, but that's why then when you're learning in this course, you do a portfolio. So you take note and take a sample of everything you dye and exactly what you did. So then you can go back to it in your portfolio. So I know exactly how I got this indigo blue.
Yeah.
And how much water I used, the temperature, the portion, and so then you'd go back to it. But yeah, every time nearly it'll turn out different. But if you keep a note of exactly what you did,
yeah,
you should be all right. So this is the indigo, which comes out pretty cool. And let's have a more lighter. And it is quite interesting to come up with different colours. And of course I have all my potions here, like iron mordant and all my different dyes. Kind of my favourite is like the indigo comes out really cool. We can use rhubarb, and then if you want colours that maybe won't last as long, you can be using your nettles and your flowers.
But they're all natural. There's no chemicals.
There's no chemicals.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's back to the old system because, of course, in the old days everything was natural, but now it's very a lot of the chemicals and stuff. So again, let's go back to sustainability, and there's not any pollution from it.
Out of curiosity, how long would a dye last in that wool? So say you made me a jumper, one of those dyes, that colour.
Well, with this course I'm doing, we're working with dyes like madder, cochineal, indigo that do last. They have a good, as they say, colour fastness.
Yeah.
So the system we use, that course, your colours will last. But if you're just going around your garden, maybe if you're using your nettles and your onion peels, they mightn't last as long.
Yes.
But then, if you're jumper, you're better off using things like madder and indigo and cochineal and tara. But then if you're just dyeing a pair of socks, which eventually don't last that long, then you can use your natural dyes.
Ah, yes, yes.
Or then if you're just maybe doing some fibre art, you could be using the dyes you find in your garden.
Yeah. So it's all natural, all stuff that we're not getting taught in school nowadays anymore.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like it's like going back to when my mother would have been making nettle soup.
Yeah.
It's going back to recycle, reuse.
Yeah.
And really, this is the part that in the schools, while they're recycling batteries, they're doing this.
Yeah.
If they kind of knew a little bit about this.
Yeah, because the textile industry and the clothes industry is massively polluted now, especially with all the fast fashion.
Yeah.
So in the old days, they would have put the time into making a jumper, but then they would have used the jumper would have lasted 50 years. Whereas now, if you just buy something, it's thrown in the bin pretty quick.
Yes, and that's the problem.
Yes.
I'm using merino wool on the drum cart. I'm going to use the last few bits, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes off.
That is some amount of colours.
I'm going to use a little bit of white, just so it's not too bright. So we're going to take it off. Very thick. I could use some help.
Yeah. We'll just use sometimes it's better just use a smaller piece like that.
Very small.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, the colours are going to be so cool. So is this the the wool from this farm and then some coloured merino wool, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty, it's very strong
Very
wool.
nice.
Nice and thick.
At least
would
it won't
you,
be thin.
yeah, so you would recommend getting a drum carder. You
Yes.
can take it off there now.
Take it off. And use my porcupine stick.
I think you love that porcupine stick.
Yeah. I've never seen one before. So. This one's coming off very easily.
Yeah, the thicker it is, the easier it comes off.
Yeah. And that's our colourful wool.
Amazing. And we can use that now in our fibre art as well.
Deadly. Actually looks really well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But isn't
That's
it?
like a piece of art itself.
Isn't it?
We could nearly just actually wet that and make that the piece of art. We'll do that
Yeah.
now, so.
Lovely job.
And that could nearly actually be a piece of art, like you could put that in a frame.
That looks like it looks
You
like
really like was like an artist, and nearly like it looks like it's the sea and the beach.
Yeah. Now that
That
actually,
turned out so cool.
that
So,
actually is nice.
so now, yeah, we'll have that on display. We're going to get rid of. We're going to set up now for the felting. So I'm just going to get rid of some things.
And you can give me back that microphone.
again. How do you clean this one?
Well, that's pretty easy. We'll just use the porcupine thing. We can do that later. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just put it away now. But all you do is just take it out the same way, and it opens up nicely. Okay. So now you can see all the stuff that came off from the wool.
Yeah.
Whoa. You wouldn't think that's in the book.
Yeah, I've never seen a porcupine quill either. That's so cool. We're going to do some fibre art here now. So what we have here is Elaine carded the raw wool, the wool from our farm, and then she added in some merino wool that we bought on the internet. And so what we're going to do, we're going to felt this and turn it into an art piece. So first of all, Elaine, here you are, the water. Just wet that down first there. And what we have is we have a tea towel and we have some bubble wrap with the bubbles up. So she's just first damping that down with warm water. Because with felting, the hot water opens the fibres, and the washing up liquid will help felt it also. Okay. Yeah, that'll be enough now. Let me see. Yeah, great. I might just do a bit more here myself. And I find this garden appliance really handy for dampening down.
One little bit of a mod
Yeah.
con.
And then Elaine, you're just going to sprinkle this washing up liquid around it.
I'm gonna stand back.
Yeah, lovely. Perfect. And I might just put a bit more. And the great thing with the drum card, you can do so many different colours and designs. And actually, it was Elaine that invented this herself. She started off. Now we're going to put with the bubbles down. Elaine, what I'll show you first is that you're just first slowly, gently going to pat it down at the start. So just do some patting down. Just push that up there a bit. Yeah. Because you want it to start flattening out. And then we can add some more water. Yeah. Just keep on flattening it down there. Are you feeling it's going down?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And there's so many different ways you can do this type of felting, but this is just a bit of a way I picked up from different videos and stuff. Great. And sometimes actually it's easier. I'm just going to wet this down as well, so it's nicer on your hands when you're with a bit of liquid as well.
And
Yeah, you can go there now.
is it hard to get the information on how to do these things, or?
Well, I did an online course as well. I just bought a course of this lady.
Yeah.
But there's loads of videos, but there's loads of different systems and there's loads of different materials. But I found this system handy with just the tea towel and the bubble wrap. But some people use actually a lace curtain instead of the bubble wrap.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have a lace curtain, so I'm using the bubble wrap.
No, that's okay.
Great.
No,
So we're just going to look at this for a second. And as you can see,
Whoa.
it's even already starting to
And you can
felt.
see the design from
Yeah,
the bubble.
bubbles. We're just going to add some more water there now, Lee. And have you ever done any felting before?
No. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
I probably might have done something very like it, maybe using the same kind of woolly kind of thing in school. But other than that, I don't think so.
It's a handy way as well to use your wool to do some art.
Yeah.
See that one? Just try that. The more fluffier bits, just put a bit more water in.
Well, it goes down with the water.
And it's actually the design of it's coming out nicely. So we'll do some more pushing down. And then when we're finished pushing down, what we'll do is we'll do some rolling. So let's just see what this is like now. We'll just do a bit together. Yeah, it's starting to now flatten. You want it to flatten. We just have some bits we might need to wet and push in. See these edges here? I'll just do that. And yeah, just push it in so that it comes into the. Alright, okay, we'll stop that. Yeah, we'll just wash it down again now. See, the outside is already washing down nicely. And then once you've done, you can start now rubbing your hands up and down.
Feels like I'm washing my hands.
Yeah. And it's this friction that does the felting. And you'll see all people have all different systems, and you can get different equipment and stuff. But this is the most basic way. Just wash down again. See this piece up the top, we might just get another bit of bubble wrap. Just so it helps sweat this so it's nice and okay. And you can spend, we're just doing an experiment here, but you could spend a lot of time rub it up and down, but we're just getting the general effect here.
Yeah. I think Evaine, I could nearly leave you here this evening and not bring you home.
So we'll just take a look at it now and see how it's getting on. Got that layer. Yeah, that's a good sign it's not sticking to the thing.
And that's the way it is.
Yeah. Might just put a bit
Yeah, the
more.
colours got through.
Yeah. More water here. Just might use, and where it's a bit bumpy, you need a bit more water maybe here.
I think you might have to pump it a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was good enough. Get that bit done. And some people use olive soap is probably better. I'm just using the washing up liquid because it's what I have here, but just get that bumpy bit. Okay, and as you can even see, just look at the under part. See the way that's getting nice and wet as well. So we'll just do a bit more tapping and then we can do some rolling. So I'm just going to, yeah, you can just put, yeah, you can flatten that out. There we go. And then let's put this bit over as well. Yeah, so you can just do your tapping and your rolling. I'll just use this. And again, this is for time. We won't spend as much time, but you can spend as much time and a lot of time doing this. But we'll go into the rolling now. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we can just maybe move that one. Yeah, it's looking, it's definitely made progress anyways. So, and sometimes we have the two pieces, we have tea towel, piece of bubble wrap, the wool, another piece of bubble wrap, and we're going to roll it up like this. And then I'm going to get this string. Like here. And you're probably, some people spend maybe 6 minutes rolling. We mightn't spend that long, but it'll still work.
Yeah.
The shorter version of it. So you can bring this back to Wicklow.
I already have a spot picture out in my room.
Oh, great. And actually, you can bring home all the wool you carded today and some of that, so you can do some of this when you go home. And I'll give you some bubble wrap as well, so you know the system. Because if the more time you have, the stronger it'll be.
Yeah.
So I'll just show you first how it. So you're just basically rolling one. You probably do 30 like one way and then turn it over. So you're basically just rolling it as much as possible.
Like baking a cake.
Yeah.
Or getting the pastry ready for the cake.
Yeah. So you can just, and see the way I'm rolling, I'm going from my hand to my wrist. So you can try some there now. Yeah.
It feels weird.
Yeah.
And what is the idea of the rolling of what does that?
It's belting it. Sometimes people don't do the rolling part, they'll just keep doing the rubbing thing. It's
Yeah.
basically the friction that's belting it. It's making and the hot water opens the fibres, and I think the soap makes it alkaline or something like this and helps with the whole process. Well, you see, there's like a million different ways to do it, but this is the quickest end. And then just have you moved it to another way, like keep on, yeah, so start to make sure you get every section of it.
Like the Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off.
And then when you're doing the bigger fleeces, like when I'm making the rugs, that could take a good few hours, you know.
And would you roll them as well?
You're rolling them as well, but you might put a stick in it or something to give more strength.
Yes.
It's like, so this is like, when you're learning this, it's better to start with small amounts.
So even though what we're seeing here today, it's kind of, not, I wouldn't say the speeded up version of it.
Yeah, this is probably the speeded up a bit, yeah.
What you would do is you would spend a lot more time at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And adding probably more water, more soap and all that. So what we'll do is we'll just take a look at this now anyways and see how it's getting on.
But it justifies though too when you see when the people are in the stalls and they're charging that bit extra for it, because it is quite time consuming.
Yeah. And then handmade takes a lot of time. So we're going to roll it out here now. And what it does as well, it actually shrinks.
Oh yeah.
So you'll even just hold it up there nearly. So you can see it's coming together and it shrinks down. It won't be as big. And we're just going to now roll it a different way. Well, like this way, you know, it's like a different detail. And so you spend, of course, you spend way more time doing it, but we're doing the sped up version of it. Okay, and we'll put this. Is this the longer? What's it? This is longer. And then we just roll it up.
So you roll it the different directions.
Yeah, because we had it that way first, and now we're doing it that way.
Yeah. Longitude and latitude, chicken.
Yes. And let's put this at the string as well. And of course, then you could probably put some people have bamboo mats, which are handy.
Oh
Haven't got them yet. That'll give it extra resist. And you can put like a kind of a stick in there, or like, you know, them floats you use in swimming, the floaties, the long tube things. You can put that in.
Oh yeah.
Great, and so you just go back to rolling again. And then what you do, when you can just bring this home, you get home, then what you can just do is rinse it out in hot water for a while and cold water for a while.
Yeah.
Just to do more shrinkage. We might just rinse it under the cold tap here. It might be the same thing. It's not like so professional today, but the next one you can do it more perfect.
Well, today is just so people can understand the process of what it's all about and what the end product leads to. I've never seen you concentrating so much in my life.
And in a few minutes now, I can show you some pieces that I've been working on.
Yeah.
I learned to do this as well a couple of weeks ago. So.
So it's all new, but
yeah.
Isn't it great that this is something that can be done?
Use with the wool. That's the whole thing. Yeah. And if you're like doing art, I like doing creative things, and Elaine likes it as well. So.
Well, yeah, and art is. There's no guidelines to art. Art is what you like and what someone wants to buy.
Yeah.
If someone wants to buy it, it's art, whether you agree with it or not.
Yeah. Great, yeah, we can open this now and see how it's getting on. And then what you do is, when you're experimenting, you learn how much time works with your wool. Like, do you need some 5 minutes or...
And which wool is the best.
5 hours. Yes, exactly.
And different wools will give different effects.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is cool for now. And of course, you could spend more time doing it. As you can see, look at the shrinkage even in it now.
Yeah.
And then we'll just maybe take out some of the... See, I suppose what you see the way most of it's very felted, there's only a small bit that's a bit fluffy, but that's our first time. But if you've more time, you can just work on it again to get rid of that little fluffy bit. But
it's authentic.
We'll just lift it up, Elaine. You can just lift up your creation, and when it's dried off, it'll become stronger. There you have it. We just need to rinse it off and
it's very pretty from the back.
Yeah, you have the colours, and actually that's from the sheep side more, the red and green from the spray, and then you have the merino in the front.
Yeah, for different things, having that colour through it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And we'll rinse it off, and then...
Beautiful.
Yes. Great. So I just rinse it off with some cold water outside that we've done earlier. So this is like a landscape. You have the sky and the land, and then just some different colours. And here we have. And then this one here is that's like called a living rug. So instead of using sheepskin, we felt the back of this with wool, and this is the actual fleece in the front. So you get nice fluffy fleece.
So a nice little rug.
Yeah. And then Elaine showed them this one. This is just another one that has the fleece in the front and then felted in the back. Just some merino wool and some designs. So you can really just go do whatever you want, different designs. But
also, if it's two different sides, if someone buys one, they're basically getting two rugs.
Yeah, they're getting two rugs, yeah. And you can put them up on your wall as well. And here's a nice fluffy wool, and in the back,
a nice design.
Just go crazy with any design.
How did you get the design in that one in particular? Because that look from standing back, if that was on a wall, it looks really well.
I just used a lot more. I just used a good bit of the merino at the back.
Yeah.
And then I actually needle felted some of the colours, the yellow there into it, and wet felted as well.
Yeah, no, if that was up that way it was up on a wall, it looks really good.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, you stay there now for the hour.
Yeah. And then this is just the sheep's wool, the fleece, and then felted the back, and then I just dyed it in madder. So this was white, and then I just
And what wool is it?
This is the Mayo mule, yeah. It has lovely curls.
Yeah, because you can see the different wools.
See the difference, yeah. That's the very curly, and then this is more fluffy. That's the Cheviot Farm, yeah. So you get more fluffy, and then and it's amazing that the Mayo mule keeps its curls.
Yeah.
Like this was felted, washed loads, then it was dyed, and it still has its lovely curls in it.
Yeah. So, do you think one day would you be getting to open up a stall and sell some of these, or
when I perfect perfect it. I've only started doing this a couple of weeks ago as well, like spinning. So when I get like better at it, yeah, it'd be cool to do something with the wool. And then I like doing creative things as well. So,
Yeah, and to me, just from seeing the two of you working away there today, to me, it's traditional, but it's very much a case of if you have an artistic flavour, you can do what you want with it.
yeah, and it does take time, but if you're like listening to a podcast or something,
Yeah.
it is something that it's like, if you're listening to a podcast, it's not, doesn't seem boring, if you're
Yeah.
doing it with someone else.
But it's just, to me, like, I'm not artistic. I can only draw a stick man. There's nothing I can't do anything like that. But to me, if someone has an artistic flavour or in the bones and all that, this is something that they should at least look into.
Oh yeah,
because
it's definitely, and it's,
But one thing that struck me out today, you said it quite a lot, online courses.
yeah,
This to me is something that you'd need someone shown, like what you've done with us.
yeah. Oh, you definitely learn quicker.
Yeah.
If you had someone showing you, yeah, because you'd have to do an online course and then maybe watch 50 YouTube videos and then you figure it out,
No, I think like what you've done here today with us, like we've been here for a while, and it's been so interesting. And me and Evaine wouldn't be big wool fans because we don't like shearing, but it's been so interesting, the artistic end of it, the whole end of it, and I just think that
The colours are amazing.
But I think when you see sheep farmers putting it into the ground or putting it into using for footbats, to me, I think this is a much, much better idea to do with the sheep's wool. And definitely, I think if someone was interested in doing it, they should come and get you to show them like you've done with us today, because it's deadly. Yeah, and it's not what we expected for today, but it is absolutely deadly.
Beautiful wall art.
And then I think that's the end of this part,
Yeah,
and we'll go then and we'll check out the sheep.
yeah.
I think it's a special tree.
Yeah.
So this is kind of part 2 of the podcast, where we're getting to see the sheep and a little backstory on the sheep, and the little Linda's going to tell us a little bit more about herself.
Right, so these are some of the sheep. These are just 2 of the late lambers and 2 pets and just 1 sheep that had a bit of an illness, but she's cured now. So the sheep would actually be originally probably Mayo mule mixed with a Suffolk, and then it went probably down to mixed with a Cheviot then. And the lambs, their father was a blue textile, and these were the late ones now. And with the blue textile, sometimes you can get, see that white one, and her sibling is that kind of black and grey one.
Ah, yeah.
And then you might get 2 black ones, and you might even get 2 white ones.
So there's no guarantee that there'll be...
Well, not when you have the sheep, but you will get, we actually have 50-50. You'll see when we visit other lambs.
Yeah.
Basically, now maybe if you see, because they're actually white as well, I suppose you're not going to, so it is, you're going to get, but you do get half and half really, but there could be 2 siblings, one will be black and one will be white. But they actually are great to lamb, because before we used to have like a big-legged Suffolks, and you'd have to be doing a lot of persistence, you might lose lambs, but basically with these, they a slight bit of persistence if they need it, but you rarely lose a lamb. I don't think we even lost any lambs this year. And of course we had to do most of our lambing this year during the big storm, and we were out in the eye of the storm at 3 in the morning, and the shed started flying apart.
And you'll be lambing inside or outside?
We do it in the shed, yeah. We bring them back a couple of weeks probably before lambing, but we have them in the shed at night and outside during the day.
Ah.
And that's the system we use even when it's the heightest lambing, because usually they give birth at night.
Yeah.
But of course, if it's a terrible wet stormy day, we just keep them in.
Yes.
So that's actually handy, because when we do the lambing, we land in different areas.
Yeah.
But when it's lambing time, we bring them back here, We have that shed, and it's great. We just have can
And you
open
have
the gates,
and you
and
have
they
this
have their
field
hoods.
here.
Yeah, and they can go in and out.
Yeah,
Super
that's
handy. And then if there's sheep then that are a bit later, they'll stay outside the whole time, and then they'll be closer.
And what month in the year do you use lamb?
I think it's like January. Yeah, January. And of course, we're not so strict. We don't sponge, and we don't really cull anything. We don't have a big flock, so we're kind of easy breezy.
Yeah.
But it just so happens usually everything kind of comes at the same time. But we're not like strict on. We could have a lamb in January and a lamb in June or something, as you can see. But usually, basically, apart from maybe 2 or 3 sheep, they all give birth basically the couple of weeks, same 2 or 3 weeks, you know.
Yes. And so really what you're looking for is sheep that are kind of easy lambed.
Yeah.
That obviously, look, it is a lovely area to live in, but there's not a lot of trees. Do you know what I mean? So there have to be a certain hardiness too.
I'd say there is, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and the fact though, but you have kind of, they're not a full continental, like in the sense that they're a full lowland sheep, because their originates come from the mule and Cheviots,
Yeah.
but they have the traits from them for the hardiness then, and then they have the condition then that the blue Texel will bring.
Yeah.
And like we're just looking, Evaine's here with these 2 lambs as well, like, but like you can just see there's a pet lamb, and like, when was that pet lamb born?
The big black one?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. She has been around a good while, but she was like the main pet. We had her.
But like as a pet, she's a powerful lamb. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
pet lambs normally struggle.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of when you see a breed and you see a pet lamb,
Yeah.
that will tell you the breed and
Yeah.
how good they can be.
Because that lamb actually came from I think it was another. Wasn't blue textile. But our blue textile ram killed the other ram, you see. Well, he hooked him and just...
They had a fight.
Yeah. And it was actually ridiculous. They were great friends. They were with each other all year. They were only separated maybe for a week. And it was just, you know, that usual puck, but whatever way he pucked him, I just couldn't believe it. So we have to get a new ram now. We're not... Because the blue textile is out with half the sheep now.
Okay.
And we've another bunch which are hoggets and maybe the older sheep. We have to get another ram for them. We're not sure yet what we're going to get.
And you think we just got blue Texel again, or
well,
different
we have
breed?
a different breed probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the, like, I would love to go into like rare breeds, but like, then where's the, you know, you probably have to be limited then on the market for that and everything. Like, maybe get 10 rare breeds or something.
With the rare breeds, thing with them is they're rare, and the problem with them too is
how do you sell them then?
where do you go with them?
Yeah.
And even certain what you call breeds, even though they're getting more popular,
Yeah.
some of them breeds, where do you go with them, like too?
Yeah.
Because a lot of farmers still like the traditional.
They still
sheep.
love their Suffolk. They're
Still
gonna,
love the
yeah,
Suffolks.
that's here
And, like,
seems to be what the
And this show here, like the show, the mammy of the blue Texel lambs, like
Yeah.
she's a cross back, but it's her that the farmer would like.
yeah.
But I suppose if you were going with a factory lamb or something like that, these guys here couldn't have fought. You know, and it is, I suppose it is, the joys of farming, and what people don't realise is every farming system is unique to each farm, but it's more enjoyable when you enjoy it. That's what you like doing, and there's no right or wrong, because you have to look at your sheep.
Yeah.
So if you buy a ram or a sheep that you don't like, you're not going to look at them as much.
Yeah.
And I think that the fact that you like the blue Texel so much,
Yeah.
I think, to me, not that you go and buy another type of blue Texel, but it does encourage it to the field. And then when you have the pets as well, it
Yeah.
really does help.
And actually, I never seen any black sheep or black lambs around. Now, when you're driving back, you notice that it seems like a lot more, got people are using the blue textile. Maybe it's the same guy that gave everyone a ram.
he got on well that year.
Yeah.
But it is like it's, like, farming is life, but it's also, you have to really enjoy it.
Yeah, because it can be torture as well.
It can be torture. But like, I think, like, we're going to see the other sheep now in a few minutes.
Yeah.
But when you see these pet lambs and all that, like, we would have similar lambs at home that were pets and all that.
Yeah.
And I can assure you, they're not as strong as these. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, definitely the blue textile seems to be an easy lamb, and they just do really well. You'll see.
yeah, because I am looking forward to seeing how the other lambs are, because it's a breed, I'll be honest with you, I know about the texel, but it's a breed that I wouldn't know much about.
Yeah, we didn't know much about either. Was just by, like, it wasn't like we were setting out. That's what my father came home with that day. What
Yeah.
was available. Because of course we were to the last minute. There was only your man only had 1 or 2 rams, and the blue texel was the best. We hadn't even planned.
Yeah.
But I was like, great, we'll have black lambs. That's all I thought about.
Yeah, but that's a good thought.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll go look at the lambs now, and we'll see how we go. The last few of the lovely scenery and the stone walls.
Stone walls, yeah.
And I think, well,
the storm actually knocked them a good bit off the stone
Yeah?
walls. Yeah, we had to rebuild. Well, I didn't. My father had to.
but just have an electric fence.
Yeah.
You see, I think that's the difference between you and us, is that your stone walls are shelter, where with us, they're the ditch.
Yes.
We don't have electric fence or any fence, but
Yeah.
an electric fence has to save them massively.
And now with the acre scheme, there was a part in it. I don't think we didn't do it, but that you could be part of the stone wall part of it. You know, the way there was the hedges, there was
Yes.
owl boxes, and some are getting a rare breed. And one of the things was for the stone walls.
Yeah.
Because now I think it's going to turn into a UNESCO heritage. I think it's they're protected now, the stone walls.
Stone walls. Yeah. Well, it's not. It's a good thing, because definitely, when you see them, when you're coming in on the road and you can see them looking down the fields, it's so nice. It's such a nice thing to see. And the one difference between these fields with the stone walls and the fields in Wicklow that I do see, these are square. Ours are.
Yeah, what way, are you just like big long, like what you see in Yorkshire or something, big long walls, is it? Or
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it had stopped, where a field would have been reseeded, and whatever stone wall was in the way was taken out of the way.
It was like the famine roads, really.
Yeah.
Like they just started them but didn't finish them.
Yeah, and like my father and his father and all, they, previous generations, they would have built the stone walls, and the stone walls, like some of the stone walls are, I don't know, it could be 3 foot thick, like.
Yeah.
So when they reclaimed the ground first, every stone went into it.
Yeah.
And they had nothing to move the big stones with, because
yeah, as you can see, that's a new stone wall behind you. See the way they're big stones that a machine.
Yeah, the machine put them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see.
Because this was obviously when the sheds went in, maybe they moved the walls and.
Yeah, because I think that it's a little bit different too with us, because we would just have them in the field, and if they're in the way, just took the stone wall out of the way and left it there. Where you put it back, where with us, someone would have a fence and a hedge.
Yeah.
And then in a few years' time, you complain about the hedge getting in and close on the shed and creating a problem. But I think we'll go have a look at the other sheep.
Yeah.
Now when the sun is still shining.
Yes, great.
So we're just here at the new handling unit, and it's done for the cattle and the sheep, but it's a super setup. This is a part of the farm where the cattle will be mostly on, is it, or?
Not too much, but it's just handy to have in this section. Yeah, they're kind of in different areas at different times.
And you just load the sheep out of here as well, and it's offering. But I suppose it's put up for safety.
Yeah, definitely. With cattle, it's completely different to sheep. Like, you'll often hear people getting killed by cattle, but not by sheep. So you definitely have to have a good setup for the cattle.
Yeah.
And were you saying by law you have to have it?
I think there's a law that you have to have a crush and a handling unit set up for the cattle that's in concrete.
Yeah, and especially then if it's the TB test and all that for the vet, I think now you have to have a better setup. Has that law came in yet? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but if it's not in, I think it is something that needs to be in, because as you say with the sheep, yeah, they're going to hit off you and push off you, but it's not the same as a 300 or 400 beast nudging off you.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a fine setup. And all gates are hanging. You've concrete walls, you've pillars out, and all the gates are double shut. That's something that I've noticed that's not usual.
I'm not sure now. They just appeared.
Yeah, no, the double shut gates wouldn't be usual, but for a safety point of view, it would be very, very good, like, because you know, if one broke with
Yeah.
a beast going again, the second one's not going to.
Yeah.
Like, so it is a
It's all
fantastic
about
system.
gates.
Yes.
So this is the pin we were using before we had the new pin. So you can see it's a big difference. This was actually an old gatehouse. And then my grandfather started using it as a pin for the cattle and sheep, and then we were using it. But now we've definitely upgraded.
Yeah, the upgrade is a bit different, alright, but I suppose back in the time when they were using this, it was good for its time.
Yeah.
But and you can see, like, with the stone walls, you know, and the pen in the middle of it, this is what most people would have had. You know, it's what you relied on, and you were glad of it.
Yeah, it was better than nothing.
It was better than nothing, but it's just, I suppose, just to see the difference in the two. And like, some of our pens would be kind of a hybrid of both, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't have the concrete in some of them, but we would have some of this still remaining.
Yeah.
Like, so it's important to show that, you know, farming progresses, but this is where it's come from, and hopefully where it'll end up is more modern and
More safe.
and more safe.
And this is the original old farmhouse. I'll just open it here now. So this is probably 150 years old. This would have been the house now people would have been living until the 80s. And it was very well lived in, probably definitely in the 50s and 60s and the 20s and all that. So you have here is the old range. And you have your old religious photos. You would have dried the clothes up over there, did all your cooking, and you could have heated the house. This would have been the main heat source then for the house, but because it would have been thick stone walls, it still would have kept the heat. And
this reminds me of my Uncle Jimmy's, which would have been his parents' house. It's okay. There was no upstairs, but the layout on their place.
Oh yeah.
There was no upstairs, but the layout is the same with the range.
Yeah. Oh, look at the little nest.
Little nest has arrived. But it just shows that, like, the modernness in which we've gone to. But, you know, there's history here.
Yeah, definitely. And here we go in. This would have been the kitchen, I suppose, and in here would have been called the parlour. And their little. And this probably would have been kept for like special occasions, even this room. This was a fireplace, I'd say, as well.
Yeah.
And an old mirror, and this is like the old oil.
The old oil lamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of history in this house.
And we can go upstairs. It's stable, so don't be afraid. We mightn't fall through. This way. Here, I'd say, is smaller as well. Look at these little.
Yeah, come on first, chick.
The chimney. So you probably would have had 3 rooms, which I'd say this was pretty luxurious for the time.
I would think so.
Upstairs. And you can see like the lovely view out there.
View out the window, yeah.
See your stone walls.
Yeah, the stone walls. But like this, you know, I know it's cleared out now, like, but
yeah,
this is what it was like. And this was probably, back in the day, this was a big house.
Yeah, I'd say this would have been a big house.
Only a couple of rooms.
Yeah.
And we were saying to you up above, and there feels that how big the houses are now.
Yeah.
Like in this. Yeah, this is the sort of house I'd like to live in.
Yeah. And then we have another room here. Pusher blinds. There's a lovely view coming out this window here. Just kind of watch out there. You don't fall through. I'm just going to stand there.
Ah, yeah.
There's a few birds' nests.
Yeah, oh, did you see another one? It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lovely tour of the house.
Yep.
So we go on to the next bit now.
And here's some of the yos now with the blue textile ram. He just went out to them now 2 days ago. So I don't know if much has happened yet now. And they'll be having their lambs now in, I'd say, January. This flock, I think, are like 2 years old and 3 years old. The sheep's ages.
And they're quiet.
Yeah, especially now if I'm here myself. I'm a bit suspicious now of some new people.
But they're the ideal for the Texel ram because they're all that sort of yoke for the factory breeding type of yoke. You know that you get your big carcass lamb off of, like.
Yeah.
But they so it's this type of yoke here that you could get one black lamb and one white lamb out of it.
Or 2 white lambs or 2 black lambs.
So it all just depends on Mother Nature.
Mother Nature, yeah.
And they are. You could see him up there when we were walking to the field that he was after one of them.
Yeah.
So that's always a good indicator.
And he's only been in 2 days anyway, so.
Yeah, well then, and there's no teasers used, no nothing. So just as they come.
How does the teaser work, anyways? What do? You put in a neuter ram?
A newer ram for 2 weeks, and then it tightens up your lambing. So say you had these yows, if you had them teaser in with them, they'd all lamb down within 2 weeks thereabouts.
Oh, right.
But the way you have it set up that they can come in and go out, you probably easier with not that way.
Yeah, and not having them all come at the same time. We don't mind really.
But no, but look, you can see what grass they have and how happy and content they are. You know, and they're only coming because they're pets and Evaine's teasing them with the bucket.
I've fed them a few times.
Well done. But no, it's nice to see the mothers of the lambs and how well that they are, like. But I suppose this field is quite big for them.
Yeah, it actually is very big. They're very big fields.
Yeah.
That one's massive over there as well.
Yeah. I think we should have brought a lot of sheep with us, Evaine, when we're putting them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And that's a lovely job. We go see the lambs now.
Yeah. Do you want to see?
So we're going to finish off this video with a lovely view here in Galway. Lovely stone walls, lovely grass, an absolute cracking view, and how well everything is maintained and looks. So thank you all very much for watching. Chat to you very, very soon. So these are the lambs that are comrades to the lambs in the earlier part of the video. So these are after the blue Texel ram. So these are 2 lambs that Evaine's bringing home with her. So she didn't know that she was coming down for 2 lambs at the start. So their comrades are in the back, and they are, some of them, if we walk up closer to have a look at them. So some of them are the blue Texel and some are the speckly lambs. But these are absolutely lovely batch of lambs. And there's a couple of real smashing black and white faced lambs on them. And haven't seen their mothers and that. These are absolutely lovely lambs. Because the mothers are lovely tall long sheep, and these are the same lovely lambs. But it just goes to show that the different breeds, as to, you know, how you can have the Texel, black Texel can have a black and a white, how lovely the lambs are, like. And I wonder if, say, them speckly lambs, if they were out of blue Texel,
yeah,
could they have
a black lamb?
A black lamb?
We'll find out maybe this year. I think we're going to have some from the blue Texel, the ram, the new ram this year. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, because it'd be interesting to see if the strike went through. Because I've seen that with the Dorsets. We had a few Dorset, black Dorset, and her daughter had a black lamb, and it followed through.
Oh, she had a black lamb.
Yeah, even though the father's rams were always white.
Yeah. So
it'd just be interesting to see if it followed through. But if someone was interested in lambs for breeding, they would be the job. That's if you aren't keeping them all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, but they're a lovely batch of lambs, and it is great to see. So Evaine, you've a lot of mining on these 2 lambs to get them as quiet as the pet lamb, haven't you?
cracking yesterday.
There too.
And I'd say if
Two
you
crackers.
just give them some of the nuts and treats every day, they'll soon become friendly.
But they are friendly, like they're not.
Yeah.
Like they were our lambs now, they'd be running off like.
Yeah.
They're solid as a rock. Yeah.
And they'll make lovely fibre art with your wool.
Oh yeah, the black wool through the white wool.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
And you know, you can even dye the black wool and it'll come out cool colours as well.
Oh
You know,
yes,
it'll be
yes.
like just darker, but you can still make it.
Yes. Ow. So chicken, you happy for your birthday?
Yeah.
This is the last year I'm buying you sheep for your birthday.
Yeah.
Or Christmas. From now on, we're going 50-50 on them.
No. It doesn't work that way. It's a present.
Still going 50-50. Right, that's this part done. So we go and just one little look at the sheep again. And smashing lambs. And all off grass here in the field out the back, which is even better. Lovely, happy, clean lambs.